What's up, guys? Welcome back to Couch Potato. I'm the Couch Potato.
I'm Sweet Potato.
What episode was this? This is 4?
4.
Okay.
Power.
Episode 4 of Power.
Season 5.
Season
Come
5.
on,
Man, we know what season we on at this point.
Come on, man.
The 5th Power. Do want to point out one thing. I saw a tweet like today, right after we watched the episode, and somebody was like, "Man, if somebody don't die," and I mean, I understand the frustration at least, but it's like that's how you develop characters. You don't kill them right away.
So on to the St. Patrick family.
Well, starting off with the St. Patrick's, Tasha has got her a prescription.
Yes.
So she off them Xannies.
Sure, I don't know what she was taking, but it was a sleeping pill to help. The doctor prescribed it so, it can help her sleep because the girl is distraught. She ain't getting no rest.
But it's off them perks.
But what I didn't like was, I'm fine with her getting a prescription because at some point you do gotta, you have to sleep.
She might be going off the Molly. It might be a street pharmaceuticals.
Can you stop? It was in a prescription bottle with her name on it. Stop. Anyway,
that's possible.
We need her to get rest because your body gonna shut down on you if you don't sleep.
That's true.
And she won't be nothing for her other children or herself if she isn't resting up. But anyway, what I didn't like was she had that, but she also had a glass of wine next to that. Now that part, look, hun, you can't be mixing, okay? Don't do that. But anyway, so James wakes her up and it's like, look, you supposed to be up and the baby and dressed because we gotta go to this charity event or whatever. And she's like, look, I can't do it today. I can't play the happy-go-lucky perfect wife with you today because I'm tired and I've been going through it. I'm mentally, drained and everything, so I can't do this. And in true ghost fashion, he go off on her about it, wanna call her selfish, this is for Raina, blah 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 whoop de woo. Which in real life, we all know that this ain't for Raina. This for Councilman Tate.
Yeah. I mean, Ghost probably feel like he trying. Like that's why he hasn't just going off completely. Like he's trying to use this as a way to build up keep her memory alive, but it's at the same time it's like, bruh, you not being honest with yourself.
Yeah, well, he's not. I mean, I don't know what.
I think he's trying to use his situation for that. That's what I think.
I don't know what stage of grief he in, but it's not
because
he's stalled at a stage, and Tasha is not here with that. Look, I'm grieving my way, you grieving yours, but you can't keep trying to rope me into the way that you want to grieve, and I feel like that's what he's trying to do.
He goes to this.
Yes.
How do you describe what it was? It was like a small...
It was a little charity event. It had some families there or whatever. And, he was up there giving a speech. He had to give a speech,
of course.
He had to give a speech. But while he was up there, they had a girl in the audience and it was Raina. At least to him.
Yeah, he saw Raina in the audience.
And it was like he couldn't get through the speech. So he goes down off of the stage. And the girl turns around and he grabs the little girl, turn around, and it's not Raina, of course, because she's dead. But back to what I said last episode, Ghost is cracking up. He is cracking because he is not dealing with her death head on. He is trying to mask it with this project, trying to mask it with these being mad at Drake, trying to mask it with, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to push those feelings down instead of going ahead and letting them take him and just work through the hurt and the pain. So, of course, Councilman Tate pissed, but who cares? He always mad.
Part of my theory about that whole situation is Ghost is trying to not only, I'm not saying that he's not having issues and he's not losing it, but I feel like he's just trying to use his issues in order to get out of this thing with Councilman Tate. I feel like he's trying to show himself as unstable, so it's just everybody else won't want him around as well. so he can be let off of this without having to deal with it. That's a part of my
I don't
theory.
agree with that just because, one, last episode, he had the blood on his hands and he saw that himself. He didn't have nothing to prove to Councilman Tate in that private moment. And then he also, after the event, he went home and he told Tasha that he saw Raina.
That's why
too.
I said he's not, that's why I said he is. I'm not saying he's not losing it. I'm not saying that he's not having these psychotic breakdowns and stuff like that. But I think that that's why I say that my theory is in the midst of him having this, he's just being more comfortable showing that he's having these issues publicly to show that he's unstable. Like, it's different between, like, that's how I feel. I feel like,
I don't know if he
knows that he's having issues, and if he shows these issues in public in front of Councilman Tate and other people that will be donating to this cause, it will make him look more unstable and make him look like he's not handling business as well. So Councilman Tate will be forced to let him go, which I do feel like a part of that succeeded. We'll speak on that a little bit later once we get into, you know, the rest of the other characters.
I hear you. I don't agree. I think he cracking up because he couldn't even help himself in that moment. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, like I said, he went home. He was telling Tasha that, you know, he saw Raina or whatever, and she was like, I see her all the time. Like, I see her every day. So I understand. And she pretty much was trying to take him to a place where, like, look, you need to try to, you know, do something different. Accept it. You know what I'm saying? XYZ. And once again, in true Ghost fashion,
flipped
the script. Well, if you would have been there, because this was supposed to be your speech, so that means I wouldn't have been up there and that wouldn't happen, and you would have been giving the speech or whatever. And in true Tasha form, she ain't say nothing back, because see, if it was me, you would have got a few choice words, or you would have got these hands, because how many times are you going to try to be mad at me for grieving my own way? You know what I'm saying? If you go and you want to do this project and you botching it and messing it up, take your L. I'm not holding your L. I'm not doing it. Tasha been holding his L's for years. I ain't holding this one as it pertains to my child. Like, I'm not doing it. So anyway, moving on. So
pretty much, well, the rest of basically Ghost, well, I'm gonna put this out there. When Ghost met up with Tommy and Kanan, he found out that Teresi got out. And of course, everybody's kind of like, Teresi got out, he had a life sentence. Like that, and that's the funniest thing about it. Like, nobody's like tossing this, like, you know, water on the bridge, whatever. Tommy's the only one that's just like, he got out. I'm cool, I'm happy.
Well, Kanan,
everybody else is like, something ain't right about this.
Yeah.
How you go from a life sentence to getting out of prison?
Right.
Something you can't trust.
I mean, in Kanan's opinion, like, oh, I had a life sentence and I got out, but like, Kanan, you was dirty too. So like, anyways, so yeah, in terms of Ghost and the drug portion, nothing too much happened.
So when Ghost goes, him and Kanan has a conversation after he talks to Tommy and finds out that Teresi is out, and he's pretty much just like, do you trust this situation right now? And both of them just like, no, something is up. We cannot trust Teresi. He didn't blackmail me twice already, right, which he has, yeah. And that comes up again, later on, and pretty much,
Kanan suggests that
they kill him. And I mean, Ghost is like, we can't murk him because, you know, that's Tommy's dad, and Tommy will more than likely just find out. So right. We just have to do something to make Tommy look more dangerous to the mob, so they don't want to be involved with him. And of course, that comes. I'll talk about that part a little bit later. But Ghost meets up with Proctor, mm-hmm. and you know, Ghost is like, when did you find out that Teresi got out? And Proctor's like, just now. He's like, you lying. Tommy already told me. That was hilarious, bro. And
he's like, oh, so we keeping secrets now?
Right, and
Proctor had to put him in his place real quick. Yeah. Like, bruh, hold on.
I'm keeping all of your secrets. Yeah. Like, we're a team now, so if you go down, I go down.
Yeah, because like you just want to cover your stuff.
This is like,
you know, we get in trouble and you get in trouble. He was like, well, yeah, but I mean, in real life, I don't want none of us to get in trouble. Like, I got a life, a child.
Right. Just ending up the St. Patrick's. Tasha goes to Terry.
Have a little.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Anyway.
And Terry, of course, is just like, you know, you have to get away from James. You have to move. You can come stay with me, boo.
You and your baby. Y'all come stay with me.
He putting the cape on. And
so then Tasha has a little conversation with her mama, right? And it's just like, look, I'm thinking about leaving James because it's too much. Like, I've been holding him down.
This ain't the man I fell in love with.
Right. I've been holding him down. He left me twice.
I ain't not fell in love with. She said met. That she didn't say fall in love. She said met.
That's true.
So that was a big sign to me.
Anyway, like I said,
that meant something.
I done been holding him down. He done left me and my children twice. I'm, you know, cleaning up his messes left and right. Now my daughter dead. He blaming me for everything. Like, I can't take this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And the mama was like, well, look, y'all both grieving and blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, you sure it ain't somebody else? Like, who was that dude that you was all up on that random funeral? And she was like, look, this ain't got nothing to do with him, mama. Okay. This is about Ghost and his business, and I want out.
So when Ghost gets home, bags is packed.
The mama there and
with the
daughter, baby. And he's like, what's going on? She was like, don't make this harder than what it has.
When somebody say that, you already know what the deal is.
So then he like, go in the bed,
go straight to
and
the room.
Tasha in the closet, getting her Angela Bassett, you know.
And they have their exchange, and Tasha just wasn't having it. Like,
yeah, like he tried to he
tried to flip the script again.
He did the multiple layers of whenever you about to leave a nigga. Like, well, what you mean? No, don't leave me. You love me. We love each other. She ain't going for that. Well, it's all your fault anyway, and blah 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 blah. And she's just like, alright.
Well, you gonna have exactly what you've been having, only yourself.
Right. He was like, you ain't gonna be able to take care of the kids or nothing. I got the kids and I got me, and what you got is what you've always had. You. Bye. Deuces. Okay? And this the first time that I'm happy for Tasha. And she did very good acting in that scene. You know what I'm saying? It was like that sad, angry.
Yeah,
that was good.
Criticizing her crying.
Listen, Notori done had a whole child out here in this world. She should be emotionally connected. So, yes, I'm going to criticize her until she gets it right. I want my black woman to win, okay?
All right, moving on to Tommy. Tommy, first, he's dealing with the Serbians. Mm-hmm. Because the Serb like, hey, what up? Knocking Jimenez off. You need to get on that. And he's like feeling stressed now. Like, it's the pressure is on him to kill them. So Tommy is just like, you can see it all in his face. Like, he's talking, like he's holding conversations everywhere he goes. Like, they call him like, hey, you need to handle this. And it's like Tommy, like Teresi is trying to like find out more information, of course. Yeah. But Tommy is like not letting him in.
Right, because Tommy is still smart enough not to just put his full trust in anybody.
Right,
you know?
and it's like also Ghost has already put the prayer like, if I'm gonna clean the money, if we're gonna do this type of stuff, we cannot let anybody else in our business.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, everybody, Proctor's even warning Ghost about Tommy. Like, you still, like, Tommy is still a loose cannon. Like, you have to be careful. And first, first they had the whole exchange at the beginning about Teresi. Tommy's like, bruh, Teresi's not our problem. The Jimenez and Dre is our problem. Let's worry about them. They have some coming home from jail parties.
Yeah.
And Tommy meets more of the mob.
Right.
And just like he's just spending more time
and
around.
And a pertinent part of that homecoming scene was Victor, the head of the mob. He was talking to one of the little young cats, and he was like, "Look, I know you young and he old or whatever, but like, give him the respect that he deserves. He done spent 25 years in the jail for the family or whatever." But he was like, plus all the people that he snitched on, they dead already anyway. So it's whatever.
Like everybody has
right. So meaning Victor know that he a rat because it's like, and now that get to Teresa and his wife and then I'll bring that up.
Well, I mean, pretty much that was really it for Tommy in the beginning half.
Yeah.
So in the second half, we see, in my opinion, this is still a part of Ghost's kind of plan, but I feel like, of course, this wasn't exactly how he wanted to go. Kanan supplies these two guys with some blanks because he just wants to scare the mob. He doesn't want to kill anybody, doesn't want to hit anybody. He just wants to scare them to think that it's a drive-by. Right. So of course they swap it out for real bullets because they don't want to go out like no punk bitches in case they get shot back at. Yeah. And they go out there and just empty the clips. And I mean, a few people get hit, but then Kanan come up like Super Negro and just he kills both of them. So he's trying to build up his relationship with the mom, and he wants to look like the hero and look like he came to the rescue.
And him and Victor have a little conversation, child, and Victor was like, "So you think that this? Did you know them? Like, did you think that this is some old timey drug beef? Because if that's the case, then we could pay whoever off. Like, it ain't nothing." And then he was like, I think it do got something to do with Tommy old connect or whatever. Pretty much insinuating that the same person who killed the other two guys earlier in the season, which Sammy said, old boy taken care of, which was the lie, and we knew that was the lie. Now Victor looking at Sammy like, oh, so the one that Sammy promised me was taken care of and dealt with. Okay, so now Tommy lied, then wrapped Sammy into something, and Sammy don't even know what's going on at this point. And Kanan's sitting there like, I don't know.
Right. So now Tommy is having more issues on his hand. Now the mob is going to be on his ass.
And he don't even know.
Right. After the drive-by, he calls Teresa to check on him because he thinks it's more than just, saying just a little hit. He didn't think that it was a hit on the family.
Right.
So he calls Teresa. Teresa doesn't answer at first because Teresa is talking to his wife. Mm-hmm. And his
right
wife...
before that, he was on a phone call with John Mock. And, Mock was like, what's up? Like, you got some information? And he was like, I ain't got nothing right now. I ain't been out long enough. He ain't telling me stuff yet.
Right.
But give me some time. And Connie overheard this conversation. And she
already knows. She knows, like, the game. So she's like, tell me really what's going on. Right. And Teresa admits it to her.
Yeah, look, I wanted to get out so I could see you. This ain't got nothing to do with the family, so I'm not snitching. Or I'm not being, because she was like, so you a rat now?
Yeah, she's like, I ain't snitching on the family. Like, I'm just gaining information on Ghost.
Yeah.
Because that's who the feds want, and that's who they've been wanting, and they'll do anything to get information on him. So that's who I'm going to, like, I'm going to snitch on Ghost. Like, I'm going to give them whatever information they want so I can spend the rest of whatever time that you have left with you. Like, I don't want to talk to you in jail.
And in all honesty, she really ain't feeling that, and I feel like that's gonna come back around because I think that she not that type of lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like,
and
you don't
I feel like she came up in the family too, so it's one of those things where like, look, I love you and all of that, but I'd rather be with an honorable man that's in jail than a rat that's out.
So immediately after they have that conversation, Tommy pulls up.
Right, because he think that
they
came and got him.
Yeah, so he's he's frantic, and it's just like, somebody, there was a drive-by, but I don't think it was on the family. I think it was something different. And Teresa's like, what's going on? Let me know, I can help. But Connie overhears Tommy talking to Tony and saying, and like they had the exchange. He's like, son, and like that was something. Of course, she didn't know, and he didn't want Tommy to tell her that was his son. So yeah, that Connie, that's gonna play back into it because now Connie has more reason to be mad. Like you're a rat and you was hiding the son. So that's gonna play a lot more into what's gonna happen. I feel like Connie might flip on Teresi. Like,
yeah, I think so too.
So moving on to Angela. Angela had, of course, Donovan sees all the information from the NYPD officer.
Bianca.
Yeah, and they shut the case down. She told Tasha that the case is shut down. But she's still looking into it, of course. And she, not her, Bianca talked to the intern.
Yes.
And she's already following up on that lead. Like the intern, like he's suspended right now. And he's gathering that information. Like who else
she's like,
might know your password?
Yeah.
And I feel like
I knew that this was going to be
we said this in the beginning. Like you should be able to track the IP address on stuff like that anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna go and try to trace that IP address and trace it back to Angela's
get his
computer.
job back because he suspended for no reason.
So now she's definitely back on Angela's trail. Like she's not.
And she got the whole
She has
stereotypical cop board.
Yeah.
She got arrows.
Yeah, she has the detective board and all the pictures. She has pictures of Angela, Ghost, Ray, Tasha. Like she has
everybody.
And Tasha's the only one that's not on her radar yet.
Yeah.
Angela and Ghost are. So from there, they go into the Jimenez. Angela. They've been, doing all their research and they figured out who the Jimenez brothers are.
Right.
And they're trying to figure out who, they remember that the Toros Locos gang has a connection to them. Mm-hmm. So they go and arrest the head of the Toros Locos.
Arturo, the new one.
Because he's been, of course, saying that he killed Lorenzo, which is a murder mystery that they're trying to solve. So that they know that something is wrong, but they say, okay, you're the one saying that you killed him, so we got you on kingpin murder charges. You're gonna go down for a very long time.
No, death penalty is what it was.
Well, yeah. So pretty much, they give him like 3 seconds, and then as soon as they about to walk out, he says, I know where the connect is.
Right, but he also said that I ain't really do that, meaning I ain't really kill Lorenzo.
So then they flipped it like,
well, I'll keep your little secret or whatever, but you gonna have to tell me where the Jimenez at. And he was like, well, they about to leave town tonight or today or whatever.
Basically,
Anyway, tomorrow.
So he drops the location, and literally right after Dre leaves them.
Yeah.
The feds sweep in.
Yes.
4 trucks deep and arrested. So, they get arrested. And once they, Angela, like, this is the biggest case I've ever had. She's over the mountain.
And then, they bring in Alicia Jimenez to the truck, and Angela's like, gotcha, bitch, in Spanish, pretty much. And,
It looks like the Jimenez are gonna go down.
They get back to the office, they cheering her on and everything.
Latin Greg Brady comes through and then disrupts the whole thing. He's just like, you gotta let him go.
She like, what?
And it's like, this is OVO pay grade. The higher ups want them, like, you have to let them go.
Yeah, and the thing about it was, okay, so he was like, look, I'm about to go in and talk to Alicia, make sure I'm not monitored and all of that. So he go in there, unplug the camera, microphone, blah, blah, blah. And he talking to her, but it's not one of those normal, it's
not like
dirty.
Interrogation.
Well, not that. It was, how whenever old boy was still alive and and anytime he would have his conversation with Lobos, it would be very, like, I'm on your payroll. It wasn't that. Like, he really is working for the government. We don't know how high up in the government And
I'm still suspicious of him.
I'm suspicious too, but at the same time, he didn't even know Alicia. She didn't know him. She was just like, let me guess, you here to get me out. So maybe whoever he worked for the Jimenez. But
he's still a mole, in my opinion, and I'm waiting for for him to be exposed on that, because Angela has horrible taste in men.
She does. And then, of course, they let them out, and Alicia just, and Angela on the way out, which I always love when somebody could, on Angela, because why not? But anyway, so then she's like, Steve, like, did you use me? And he was like, I ain't need to have sex with you to find out where you was in this case, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, fam,
he was just monitoring to see what she know. That's how I feel. And pretty much after that, she links up with Ghost at the end of the episode. She calls him because now, since she got kicked down in her status mentally, now she in a different place, and she feels like she can meet up with Ghost and whatnot. So that's what they go do at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Oh, and it was good. It was very good too, because it was like they were sitting at the little diner, and then the waitress comes up and she's like, okay, do y'all know what y'all want? But it was one of those double meaning questions, because it's like they're together sitting face to face, like, what do y'all want? Like, are y'all about to do this relationship for real? Are you not? But we already knew that they was gonna bring them back together some type of way, because Angela ain't that strong of a woman. I'm sorry, she not.
All right, moving on to Dre, and on the side, like Councilman Tate. Excuse me. Dre.
Alicia rolled up on Dre doing the books.
Yeah. And Dre is like, we have to balance off the books. Your brother is spending too much money.
And she's like, tell me how much. Like
$60,000. Like, he done racked up $60,000 on the tab. And people from the club is quitting. And his attitude and the way he's acting is also... it's bringing the type of attention that you don't want to bring.
Right, and it might affect our international business because it's the same people. So
right, and like you have this guy that comes in, he's racked up a $60,000 tab. He's rude to the waitress. He's very aggressive, and then he never pays it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that looks horrible on a club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And did forget to mention that when Alicia was in jail, she was like, you can take my brother. He's a big risk.
Yeah, well, this going
leave him in jail.
This going into it, so you ain't have to dip back.
I could have, because that happened so that was pretty much outside of this story. Yes, it was.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
She wanted her brother to get rid of her brother because he reckless, and Dre telling her that is more so showing that he reckless.
That's where it fitted in the story. So pretty much. After that, Dre has like meetings with Cristobal. One, Councilman Tate, after like the whole thing with Ghost, losing it at the little charity event, he like goes to Dre, and then he calls Dre and is like, we need you to be the new face.
Right.
And it's like, the thing was,
he fed him the same exact lines that he fed Ghost.
And that's why we've been saying since the beginning, Dre is just like Ghost.
Yeah.
Because they have the same background, technically, and they even both have kids that we don't get to see. So
both have little daughters that we don't see.
And first Dre is like, nah, I'm not with it. I don't need this. What is this going to do for me? And all Councilman Tate has to say is, you can never have too good of a public image. That's not word for word, but it's like, that's always useful. Having a good public image is always
get you out of a lot of stuff.
Right. So later on, Dre meets with the Jimenez, meets with both of them. Right before they're about to take off, they give him some more money. And, like I said, Dre leaves.
And then Alicia told him to teach Cristobal the books because Dre should be running the international. And he was like, I don't need him to do that. And she was like, what's the point of having a lieutenant if you're not going to use him? But in Dre's mind,
they're finding a way to replace him.
Yeah, you trying to push me out and make Cristobal connect because you like him more than you like me. And I don't necessarily know that. I think that Alicia really does like Dre.
Yeah.
And she does trust him to, you know, run the business. Diego just don't like him because he won't sleep with him. Yeah. But, you know, so, I get why Dre feel the way he feel though.
Right. And so once Dre leaves, yeah, like I said earlier, that's when the feds pull in and they get arrested. And Dre sees them whipping in while he's leaving.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's slightly shook. He's like, uh-oh, like they're about to go, like they're about to go down. But once he meets back, well, he was already with Cristobal. Yeah. But once they get him and Cristobal get to a safe spot, and they're kind of like trying to think about what's going on. He says like they're not coming for us. They want the big dog. So something like that. We're not on their radar as of yet.
Right, because if they wanted us, they would have had us.
They would have had them already. So you know they go.
And Cristobal is like, look, we can't let Ghost and Tommy find out that the Jimenez is gone because then they gonna come on us.
Right. So Dre is of course like, I got a move. Like I know what to do. And then the funniest scene of the show probably.
Yeah.
Ghost walks into Councilman Tate's office. Well, it's like a meeting room. And he's like, yeah, we're here with the board. And then Dre in the...
with his crimson...
Man, Dre looked like he just crossed Kappa League. And that was the most hilarious scene.
He had his old crimson jacket.
He was clean, though. He was very clean.
With his cream shirt and crimson. I was done. He was fresh, though. I said, look at little Dre.
And... I mean, he just played that part.
Ooh, he's so like, shady.
Yes, without Ghost, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all because of you.
Yeah. Ooh, it was so dirty. I said, you go, Dre. I ain't mad at you.
The look on Ghost's face was perfect, man.
Ooh, Omari Hardrick with his, like, angry, like, I almost could cry eyes, like that. Ooh, he's such a good actor. Both of them.
Yeah, that was a pretty that was a fire scene because Councilman Tate just had a smirk on his face.
Bro, Lorenz Tate is fire. Like, I'm sorry.
Why has he not played more villains?
Besides this, how old is Lorenz Tate? He look exactly the same as he did in every 90s movie that he was
like Lorenz Tate gotta be like in his 50s at this point.
Him and Pharrell, they got the vampire juice. I don't know what's going on.
Pharrell finally starting to age though.
Yeah, around the eyes, but even still. Black ain't
Pharrell is finally starting to age. But that was like we said, after that's when Jamie met up with Angela. So that's pretty much the whole recap. It's hard to say is that we gave our theories. It's hard to say where it's gonna go exactly from here. But Kanan is still pulling really good his moves is like he's setting everybody up for him to be the only one to survive at the end. That's how it's playing out right now. I can't say he's gonna be successful.
How I feel right now though, in terms of a death list, because like I said before, usually on episode 5, somebody pertinent dies. I'm gonna go ahead on and say Sammy is gonna get killed by Victor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or somebody in the mob that Victor tells to kill Sammy. That's gonna happen because he done lied. Then I feel like also this season, Teresi gonna end up dying before Connie.
I can see that.
Because I feel like Connie not having it.
I can see that.
And she gonna somehow find a way to have a private conversation with Tommy. I don't know how she gonna pull it off, but she gonna do it. And she gonna find out some information. Cause you can't play with women like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we did miss a pertinent part of the show. Back to Proctor. Freaking John Mox sent doggone feds to his house.
Yeah, he got a warrant.
Because he said that was the last place that Bailey was alive that they could track because of cell phone, right?
Right.
And he reports Tommy murdered him in his kitchen, which that pissed Proctor off because his daughter was there or whatever, and they was doing the black light test all up in the house and into the kitchen, which is where Bailey died. Now, granted, Proctor had somebody professional clean it up. Still, we don't know.
And we don't know if the laptop was there.
It wasn't. He put it in the safety deposit box.
He did.
So he good on the laptop part. But yeah, so he rolled up on Mock and was like, did y'all find something? Because I'm going to file harassment charges on you in a second because you keep on playing with me and you sending people around, while my daughter there. Also, the daughter's mom, his
that's not
ex,
really important, but yeah, the
it's
mom.
not, but she might be trying to gun for him too. They trying to build Proctor up, and I'm low-key scared.
And Bailey said that they're like, yeah, we're not going to let up because they're trying to put the pressure on Mock to be able to flip on Ghost and Tom. They're trying to put the pressure on Proctor to flip on Ghost and Tommy. They're like, he knows something, so if we put more pressure on him, he's going to crack. And also, he's going to end up helping us take down Angela.
Right.
So they're trying to make a power play to get Proctor just to help them out.
Yeah.
Which Proctor don't even like them like that. So
I
still don't see that. And Proctor already knows if he helps them, he's probably still going to end up going down.
Alright, y'all. Now it's time for the highlighted comments of last week. What do we got?
I can't read this name. Be honest.
Ooh, child, me neither. We're going to put it on the screen, though.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. It's been a minute. I think Agent Medina and the Fed from D.C. are working for the Jimenez cartel because he asked Angela if she was sleeping with Diego. And right after that, D.C. Fed coincidentally bumped into her. I also think that Ghost will blackmail Fancy with video pictures of their coffee break. I knew people understood that in order to secure the bag from her, which will create more problems.
Okay, I don't know if Fancy gonna come back up. I feel like that was a one-off, but it'd be great to see her again.
Ghost might have that. Ghost is good for being 3 steps ahead of people. So he might be securing.
But he off his game right now.
I know, but we never. That's the thing. Like, I think that we're supposed to be like he's completely off his game because if it looks like he failed to take and he secured the bag for himself, then he'll be able to prosper on his own without it. He might be able to get his club back as well. So
what was the first part of that comment? DC agent. Okay, well, based on this episode, I mean, some of that is kind of true.
I still think
we know he's shady.
Yeah, I still think he is working for the Jimenez, but he might not be working for the Jimenez brothers. He might be working for the Jimenez father.
Is he alive?
They never said. We don't know nothing about their family.
You right.
Like, they even stole the whole baby, and the baby ain't never come back.
What I think is he is working for the government, but whoever he works for is working for the Jimenez. That's what I think. And Shaw, hey girl, welcome back, girl. Hey.
Going to the next one from Shizzy. Great review. My thoughts on Tasha crying though is that I don't think she could cry like she wanted to in that moment because while she felt what the other mother was saying and everything else you mentioned in terms of nothing will bring the child back, she was also realizing Ghost may have something to do with it. The purpose of her going to the group was so she can deal with her emotions surrounding the death. But in true Ghost fashion,
he come through and mess it up for her. Yep, girl. We together.
Why was that so? That was so aggressive.
Because she know. Because I've been saying it this whole episode. Thank you for your comment. And you know what? I feel you, but I'm not gonna let up on Angela in this crime. Not Angela, Tasha in this crime. I'm not letting up on her.
I have nothing to say about that. Shout out to Potateaux here, our partner Myron. He said he agrees with the lady in the grieving group. Definitely outshine Tasha on her crime.
He did.
Also, Myron, next time leave the Hotspot podcast. Drop a link in the comment for everybody that comes in the comments so that they can see it. Cause like we be shouting you out, but it'd be hard keeping up with the link. So
yeah,
drop that link in the comment, my G. Angel Wood.
Hey girl.
Hey Coffee Potato, Sweet Potato. Thanks for the shout out.
You're welcome.
Cafe is coffee in Spanish.
Okay, so that's what Angela and old boy was having. They was having cafe.
She didn't know about the coffee slang.
See, I told you. Because she don't watch Luke Cage.
That's 50% from the free throw line. Just check out Luke Cage. You'll enjoy it. It's not extra superhero-y. At least the first season, the second half of it is superhero, but you'll enjoy it. Like if you black,
ooh, and second season was real good.
The second season was fire. If you
go ahead and watch it,
check that out.
It's fine. Everybody else
Mid-bush master. But this is her real comment. Can we please start a GoFundMe to get Angela some new clothes?
Okay.
I swear she been wearing the same white blouse with the bow tie neck since season 4. Also, let's kick in to get Dre the Rosetta Stone program so he can learn how to speak Spanish. He'll never become Ghost 2.0 if he can't figure out what Diego is saying.
And that's actual factual because Ghost can indeed speak Spanish.
That's
okay?
true. But speaking of Rosetta Stone, I might drop the Cash App if y'all could donate something so we can get Rosetta Stone.
Ciao.
So we can speak some Espanol.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. So I'm gonna drop our Cash App, and you help us learn, get Rosetta Stone so we can learn Spanish, so we can go and do some Spanish videos.
Yeah. Okay.
And we want to go like California. We want to go. Go to a place that has a lot more Latinos, and we want to, just go and spread this couch potato love.
Right.
Not spread on the couch potato.
I get that. What else?
The last one is Tommy's dad is playing. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that theory has already been
actual factual
abolished. Like he is playing Tommy.
Yeah, he playing Tommy.
Right,
he ain't playing the feds. It don't look like. I think he actually works.
Yeah,
And that saddens me, but it is what it is.
Right. That's pretty sad. I didn't think at first that he was actually.
I didn't either.
And it's crazy because a lot of people were saying like he gotta be playing the feds. Ain't no way he's gonna be a snitch.
And it hurts me, but in his twisted, convoluted mind, he not a snitch because he not snitching on his family. Because to him, Tommy is just somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he might have gave the sperm for him, he just somebody. He ain't his kid.
She thinks I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Poor Tommy.
Anyway, thank y'all so much for all of y'all support. We had the most views on our Power episode from last week.
Yeah,
so
we really appreciate it, man.
Please continue to watch, like, share, comment. People that's already in our comments will tell you that we comment back.
Yeah, we will respond.
And if I like your comment, I do pin it to the top, okay? Also, go check out our Snowfall Season 2, Episode 1.
We're going to drop a card right above our heads.
Yes.
That you can just click on the card and just go straight to that video. Also, make sure you check out our first sketch.
Yeah.
The SNAP, aka the Side Nigga Assistance Program.
Go ahead and get you a little giggle.
Yeah.
And in that comment section, let us know if you would like to see a series for this sketch.
That would help us a lot and help us know that you would like to see that type of stuff. We want to work on more things that you all like and provide more content that's entertaining for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a card above our heads for Snap, and at the end of the video, we're gonna have some boxes up. You can click on the boxes, go to whatever that you like, show some support to our page. Make sure you share these videos with all of your friends. If you hate these videos, share them with your enemy. I'm the Couch Potato.
And I'm Sweet Potato.
We'll see you guys next time for my Equalizer review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that as well. Peace out.